ones out there, I am Brandi Casadora and welcome to a new video. You probably all have seen artists. It doesn't matter if it's in the music industry, artists, street artists, actors, it don't matter. You probably have already seen famous persons who you don't know who they are because they're wearing a mask. Exactly, crazy ones out there. This is what this video will be. Artists that never show up his faces. Let's start by a woman. A woman that is, his voice is something that is not of this world. It's definitely not normal and not human. I'm talking about Sia. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet, you take your aim. Far away,
I'm talking about Sia.
She never show up her face. Why? Because she always wear one side black hair and one side blonde till here, I think, and you never get to see her real face. Sia is an Australian musician. She hides her face, her personality behind the hair, and that's what is not just her voice is different and unique, but also the way she interprets things is different, and that's why she is so unique and different, because at the beginning no one knows who was Sia in the music business since 1919. That is, let me do some calculation, that is 29 years nowadays. 29 years she is on the business. But just since the year 2000 she started to get a real name in the music industry. She started to get actually known in the music industry. Nowadays she sometimes show off her face without all the hair and show up her natural and how she is, but you have to imagine yourself in the way of that artist, you know. You can still live your life. You go to shoppings, you go out with your friends and family. You are not recognized, but when you put a mask on, you are recognized. So you're living basically two lives, and that's incredible. The next ones are a couple, and I actually heard about them the first time when you probably heard that song. I know that you have heard that song. I'm talking about Daft Punk. They're wearing that futuristic masks, always the same dressed, you know, kind of classic, but at the same time futuristic, and they are more known in the techno scene. But my first song that I started heard from Daft Punk was actually Get Lucky. Why do they use it, the masks? Because they don't believe in the actual musician system. Why they don't believe in the system? Because nowadays they have right. Because nowadays if you want to reach stardom or fandom, it doesn't matter what, if you want to reach the popularity, you have to, I see it a lot, especially on Instagram, you have to expose your body, you have to look a certain way, you have to dress a certain way, you have to, for example, girls make up a certain way, you have to look, and perfect. That's what Daft Punk don't get into, that ideology that you have to be a certain way to reach stardom. There are speculations from persons that could be Daft Punk, but there are no actually official message from Daft Punk that I am that person. That's not happened till now. Famous person, but not the least is, I love this guy, it is Marshmello. You probably have all heard the song from Marshmello with my queen Selena.
The stars in the sky. I've been running through the jungle. I've been running with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. I've been down the darkest alleys on the dark side of the moon to get to you, to get to you. I look for love in every stranger. Took too much easy anger all for you, yeah, all for you. I've been running through the jungle. I've been crying with the wolves to get to you, to get to you, to get to you.
I mean, everyone out there has heard the song, and not just Marshmello is good at remixing this song, because if I had not mentioned yet, he's a DJ. But I love the music that Marshmello is doing, not just with Selena. He has a song, for example, with Anne-Marie called Everything with Marshmello Touch. It turns her into big hits. I know it's just me, or are you guys thinking the same? And guess what? Guess who was his inspiration for putting that Marshmello hat? Daft Punk. Till now, Marshmello is still a mystery for everyone. I know there was some performance that Marshmello meant that if he would won, he would show up his real face, and everyone was waiting for that moment. But then Shawn Mendes appeared as Marshmello, and Shawn Mendes isn't Marshmello. It was a prank that Marshmello had done with all the audience at that day. But Marshmello till now is a mystery. Who is Marshmello? But there is evidence who could be. I think it was Skrillex, but I'm not sure. And he get up the phone, and it was writing above it, Chris Marshmello on the lines. And everyone, and when he picked up the phone, he was in the middle of the interview, and the reporter was like, "Oh, it's Chris," and he was like, "Oh, that's Marshmello," and he have given, you know, the identity of Marshmello.
And then end up shaving it and calling my friend Nicole, and who's that right now?
It's Chris.
Oh, Marshmello. It'd be funny if you
Should I
shout him
answer
out.
it?
Yeah.
Yo, 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 Marshmello.
But Marshmello itself didn't have said that he is the one. I'm pretty sure that he was bombarded by a lot of questions, but he didn't pronounce anything about it. He was even joking of it. He put Shawn Mendes instead of him. The most known story for Marshmello is Chris Cornstalk. The tattoos are the same, the images, you know, it appears to be him, but there is no, you know, official version that I am that person. But there are a lot of coincidences, and when there's a lot, but I mean a lot, it might be. So crazy ones out there, this was the video for today. I hope you enjoyed this video as if you guys liked the video. There's one thing you gotta do for me. Subscribe down here, subscribe button, subscribe. How many times I have to say it, subscribe to this channel? But you have come to the end of this video, crazy one. And you must subscribe. You must subscribe. I mean, you're crazy enough to watch the entire video, so you have to subscribe. And if you have suggestions for future videos, for things that I should do, actually, I'm planning on doing a gameplay. So if you want to see a gameplay, tell me which game do you want me to play. Leave it on the comment section below, or follow me on Instagram. Instagram, I will tell you a secret. You will see everything. You will see when the video appears. You will see everything behind the scenes. You will see everything that I'm doing in my daily. And you can also write me a direct message. So I promise I will answer it. That's a secret, but don't tell anyone. Just the crazy ones have to know it. Just the crazy ones. Tell the crazy ones to subscribe, and don't tell anyone about the secret. So make sure you subscribe down here. Follow me on Instagram, and we'll see each other in the next video. And au revoir!